championship is ideally going to be our goal, and we have all the pieces that has the making for a championship caliber team.
Cleveland Cavaliers forward Kevin Love is one of the 3 remaining players from the roster that made it to the NBA Finals in 2018. According to reports in the media, the big man could negotiate a buyout with the Cavs in the summer and then sign with a title contender. Join me as I take you through Kevin Love if bought out. Heat, Warriors, Nets would be interested. Number 5. The transition. The Cavaliers will add the number 3 pick in the 2021 NBA Draft to a solid young nucleus that includes Colin Sexton, Darius Garland, Isaac Okoro, and Jarrett Allen, giving the franchise an optimistic outlook for the first time since James left for the Los Angeles Lakers in 2018. Besides the question of which player to take with that pick, the Cavaliers also have to deal with Allen's restricted free agency, a potential rookie extension for Sexton, and the future of former All-Star Kevin Love, making this a big summer for Cleveland. The Cavaliers are rebuilding, so there's little use for a soon-to-be 33-year-old big man that signed through 2023 and has battled injuries in recent seasons. Love has hit the 60-game plateau during the 2016-2017 season and has played 25 or fewer games in 2 of the last 3 seasons. The draft lottery proved that luck is involved when it comes to building out a roster. Instead of sitting outside the top 4 for a 4th consecutive season, the Cavaliers are now in a position to draft a franchise-level player. Leading up to the July 29 draft, GM Kobe Altman and his front office faced multiple questions about how to proceed with a number 3 overall pick. Do the Cavs take the best available player even if that player is a guard? Jalen Green or Jalen Suggs, with Colin Sexton and Darius Garland as their starting backcourt? Sexton is eligible for an extension in the offseason. Garland will be eligible next summer. Number 4. Kevin Love's future. Much of the conversation surrounding Kevin Love this offseason has centered on his controversial selection to Team USA for the upcoming Tokyo Olympics. However, similar intrigue remains around the NBA future of the Cleveland Cavaliers' big man. Love has taken a backseat during the Cavs' rebuild following LeBron James' second departure. His numbers have taken a major regression. He seems to have no clear path forward to win in Cleveland. As a result, the 32-year-old very well could be on the move this offseason. According to reports in the media, there's a growing sentiment that Love and the Cavaliers will look to come to terms on a buyout, leaving the 5-time All-Star a chance to sign with a contender for the 2021-2022 season. It's being speculated that the Golden State Warriors could put on a full-court press to sign Love. However, the Warriors aren't the only team that will be interested in Love should he become available. It has been reported that the Brooklyn Nets and the Miami Heat may also express interest in signing the veteran big man after a buyout. The demand for Love makes sense given his past success in the league, but as of late, the 32-year-old Cavaliers big has struggled to produce at a high level. In 25 games this season, he tallied just 12.2 points with 7.4 rebounds per contest. Nevertheless, Love seems to have an understanding of what his future role will be wherever he plays next season. Although he was once one of the most talented big men in the league, those days have gone, leaving the Cavaliers' player with no choice but to adapt. Number 3. Kevin for Warriors. The Warriors seem very interested in pursuing 5-time All-Star Kevin Love if the Cleveland Cavaliers buy out his contract. The Warriors have been flirting with the idea of adding Kevin Love to their roster for years, and that courting might turn into a full-court press this month. Love's passing ability makes him an intriguing fit with the Warriors. He and Green would give the Dubs the best passing front court in the NBA. Moreover, the Cavs were a more efficient team with Love on the court last season. The team's net rating was 2.5 points better with Love in the game. However, Love's defensive abilities have taken a hit in recent seasons. His 113.4 defensive rating was tied for 5th worst on the Cavs during the 2020-2021 campaign. The Warriors have seen plenty of Love over the years. He was a part of the Cleveland teams that took on Golden State in 4 consecutive finals from 2015 to 2018. Depending on what happens with the remainder of his deal, Love will have earned north of $266 million during his NBA career, so he could be willing to sign for the veterans' minimum, which would be a huge plus for a Warriors squad that is deep into the luxury tax territory. The Warriors already have Green, James Wiseman, and Kevon Looney under contract for next season, but Love would provide a significant talent boost to the front court. Number 2. Kevin for the Nets. The Brooklyn Nets are the NBA's newest and arguably best super team, but by no means are they done adding pieces. Apparently, they may add yet another former All-Star this offseason. The Nets have been keeping an eye on the Team USA big man Kevin Love. The 32-year-old Cavaliers star might be coming off his worst statistical season, but he's going to be a big name on the trading block this summer or even on the buyout market. If Love is bought out, he figures to be a prime target of the Nets, who scooped up Blake Griffin and LaMarcus Aldridge the same way this past season. For a 5-time All-Star who sounds as if he realizes his time as a franchise star is done and his time in Cleveland could soon be over as well, Love would be a fit in Brooklyn. Plus, Love would give the Nets another player who has championship experience. And it wouldn't hurt that he played with Irving for 4 seasons in Cleveland. Just because Love isn't his old self doesn't mean he's too old to contribute to Nets or to Team USA, which picked him over Knicks All-Star Julius Randle. Love spoke after the first day of Team USA training camp in Las Vegas, where he practiced alongside Durant, among others. It was the presence of Durant and Kyrie Irving that attracted James Harden to Brooklyn, and that big three lured Griffin and Aldridge. Number 1. Kevin for Miami. The Miami Heat are going into the offseason with a lot of rumors starting that are surrounding the team. One of those rumors stands the chance of making a Miami Heat return to being a powerhouse in the Eastern Conference a reality. It's being speculated that Miami could go for Kevin Love in the upcoming draft. Kevin Love, a 13-year veteran of the NBA, has played for both the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Cleveland Cavaliers. He was a huge piece of the championship run that helped LeBron James and Kyrie Irving bring a title to Cleveland Cavaliers back in 2016. Kevin has also been selected to numerous Team USA basketball teams, has won the NBA Most Improved Player award back in 2011, and was the three-point shooting champion in 2012, and was the Pac-12 Conference Men's Basketball Player of the Year. Love can make an impact on any team's rebounding, three-point shooting, and even shot blocking. So how does Kevin Love fit in with the Miami Heat? Well, his inside-the-paint offense will open the door for Bam Adebayo to attack the paint more. He can also open up the three-point line for players like Jimmy Butler, Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, and Goran Dragic. Love is also seen as a floor general, meaning he can see the floor to find the open players, hit guys on the fast break, and get his guys in position to make the best play possible. If he finds the opportunity to drive or fire the quick three, he'll pull the trigger at will as well, something that the Miami Heat could desperately use. That's a guy that can flat out score the ball when he's right. So, all signs probably point to an inevitable buyout, but Cleveland may hope Love's time with Team USA this summer will revitalize his trade value in the market. It feels sad, since Love was a vital piece to Cleveland's success during their heyday. But now that the lights are off and the party's over, Love is the friend who won't take a hint and get off your couch and go home. The marriage between Love and the Cavaliers is going to likely lead to some kind of divorce. They tried to stay together for the kids, but the kids are starting to grow up, and it's better to break things up before the toxicity festers any further. So what do you think? What lies ahead for Kevin Love? Who would you like to see him play for? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and like us. I'll see you next time on the channel. Until then, it's goodbye.